Welcome fellow takers of non-history. In this video, I'm gonna showcase a legacy rush called the Naked Fanatic Rush. Now when I say legacy, I actually mean outdated because this type of rush is a town phase rush. A rush where the units you need for attacking are only available in town phase. And if you have the basic multiplayer knowledge of 0 AD, Alpha 23, rushes today are village phase rushes. That's what makes the Naked Fanatic Rush way too slow compared to today's type of rushes. Now, why am I showcasing this despite being so slow and therefore outdated? Well, it's mainly for me. I just like it. I use this against the AI anyway, and if for whatever reason any of you will find this rush useful, then it's for you too. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. At the beginning, we'll be using the standard women find berries, horseman brings home the chickens, and men chop wood, civic center pumps out women's strategy. 10 berry pickers and 1 chicken killer will be enough to sustain our food for now. The rest of the women will either chop wood and or build structures. Now our first main goal is to get to town phase. That means we need 500 food, 500 wood, and 5 village phase structures. If you can, it's best to stick to at least 1 farmstead, one storehouse, and maybe several houses. 3 is enough, but if you need more, then do so. You will see that I won't be pumping out men in this phase because I really need the wood. Okay? The wood will play an important role for this rush. Using the berry upgrade from the farmstead and the wood chopping text from the storehouses will be up to you. I won't be using the berry upgrade in this example because reasons, but if you want, the rule of thumb is that make sure you have enough wood to build a house just before you want to start taking up, okay? In this case, after you have clicked on that upgrade, make sure you at least have 75 wood, okay? Notice that I got population capped. I will be committing this mistake several times in this game, but if you can, build houses in advance. In a real game, those are potentially lost seconds and you will easily be punished by your opponents. In preparation for town phase, I'll set up women to gather some metal. Hire the berry gatherers to shift fields and wait until everything is ready. I'll shift some wood gatherers to metal once I hit town phase. Normal build orders don't recommend you to tech up too soon because 500 food and 500 wood are very big investments in the early game. But this is a rush, so let's get to it. You'll see I'm using cavalry to scout the wrong way. If you'll be using a generic build order, scouting around the map is fine, but since we're doing a rush, we have to use our cavalry to find the enemy lumber camp, farmsteads, and houses. They will be our potential targets during our rush. Now that we're in town phase, we can now build a tavern. That's where we can access our naked fanatics. After that, the resources we will be focusing from now on is the wood and metal, since those are the only resources needed to buy our naked fanatics. I won't worry about the stone, since the only stone I need in this game is for building the tavern. I usually want to attack when I get 5 fanatics, so I'll be starting when that happens. By the way, I'm only building this market because I'm not good with economy. I'll barter food for metal from time to time to compensate for my slow metal gathering rate.
Yeah, see?
Well, now that we have our attacking units, let's go with our attack strategy. Whatever your attack strategy is, it's usually using several overlapping principles, namely, attack women and weak buildings. The reason why we should use our cavalry for offensive scouting, of course, need I remind you, we need targets, namely the houses, storehouses, farmsteads, and the women. As much as we can, we'll be attacking those things. Number 2, use your speed. Another factor, the Naked Fanatic Rush is my favorite, is that these guys are cavalry fast. Even if you see them and come after you, all you have to do is run away. Do the hit and run strategy. If the enemy tries to chase you all around with his units, that's potentially wasted resource gathering time. So that's another bonus for you. Well, that, and most importantly, they can catch up to you anyway. So the hit and run tactic works very good with this type of rush. If they do somehow manage to catch up, those units are most probably the cavalry. But oh look, the Naked Fanatics are spearmen, a natural counter to cavalry. Pick them off when they get too far ahead of the pack. Third principle, attack from all sides. This one is effective especially against the AI, as you will see, but it's also taxing on my part because I'm not a very good multitasker. Okay, you'll witness me mismanaging my units over and over again, but at least I am superior in my attacks than the enemy's defense. But at least you get the point. When they're chasing your units, use the fresh sets of units to attack the other side. Other weak sides of the opponent. That is assuming you haven't stopped producing those Naked Fanatics. By the way, you should keep producing Naked Fanatics from time to time. I'm only using batches of 5 in this example. Fourth principle, be relentless. Yeah, in relation to keep pumping out those units, yeah, that's actually the fourth principle. Be relentless. When you are doing your rush, don't stop, keep pressuring your enemy until he either succumbs to the pressure and he'll be forced to give up some of his units. No more women. You can see that one, okay? So this is the legacy rush of the Naked Fanatics. The other one is the Skiritai Commando rush. You know, the Spartans. They were once popular back then, but yeah, no one remembers them. And also this video is a, shall we say, prequel, or the first part, because in the next video or sometime after in the future, I will be making a case to bring back these types of rushes, the town phase rushes, because I favor them over the village phase rushes. Okay, so in anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yes,